Let's talk about where you went wrong.
Discover your power and purpose and live your greatest life.
That's right, where you went wrong. My brothers and sisters, you know when you were a child, you had that strong tenacity, that strong desire for something, and you got it done? You got it, you got what you desired, and you didn't let any obstacles get in your way. No obstacles at all. You just look at that end game goal and you're like, oh, this is what I want, this is what I'm gonna get done. Matter of fact, put the video on pause real quick, take a few seconds and think of a time when you were a child, when you really wanted something and you got it. I know I can think of a time, I was at a boardwalk one time, right? And I wanted a little tiny skateboard, one of those small mini skateboards. I wanted it so bad, but I kept losing all these different games. I kept losing, but I just kept trying. I spent like $500 of my mom's money to get this little skateboard, but I got it. I eventually got it because I was just focused on the outcome. I was focused on what I wanted. You know what we do nowadays? We ignore what we want. And we just look at the how-to, what's gonna happen? What am I gonna lose? What am I expecting to lose to get there? What's the journey I have to go on? We're counting the steps. We're counting the cost. Stop counting the cost. Stop counting the cost. Focus on what you want. Go back to that state of mind when you were a little kid and you focused on what you wanted. You focused so hard on that end game goal and you knew that you were gonna get it done. And you completely ignored all obstacles to get it done. Because eventually you got it, right? So do what works. Why would you stop doing that if that's what worked? I said I spent $500 on getting a skateboard. That was an obstacle that was in the way. I mean, if I had the belief and everything on my side, it would have happened a whole lot more. But that's besides the point. You have to focus. You have to begin to focus on what it is you want, what it is that you desire. Because that's what's going to fulfill you most in life. That's what's going to give you the life that you want. That's what's going to bring the happiness, the freedom, the abundance, the money into your life. If you focus on what you want, if you don't want to start a business because it's gonna be too hard at first, it's gonna take too long, all this bullshit that everyone's telling you, then you're not gonna do it. But if you focus on what you desire, if you want that business, if you want to start that company, if you want to make that money, if you want to have that freedom, focus on that, see that, visualize that, picture that, and ignore the rest. Ignore the rest. Ignore what can happen. Majority of the time, it's not gonna happen what you think can happen. And if you're focused on what you want and you add that desire, that purpose, that ambition, that concentration behind it, you're gonna get it. And it's gonna be a lot simpler and a lot smoother than you ever thought possible. But we have to go back to when we were children. Look at this right now. Look at this amusement park that I'm at, this carnival that I'm at. This is amazing. Go back, just relive those childhood memories that you had. Relive those thoughts that you had. Those things that you wanted when you were a child, that you wanted to go on the carnival ride, but your parents wouldn't take you. But you ended up going, right? Because you just kept going at it. I want to go, I'm gonna go. And you eventually got it. Because you were just focused on what you want. You weren't focused on the obstacles. You weren't focused on grandma's birthday. You weren't focused on the fact that the car had a flat tire. You weren't focused on any of that. You were just focused on what you want and you eventually got it. So that's what you got to start doing. Focus on what you want and you will eventually get it. Get clear on what you want. Figure out what it is that you want. Put belief and faith behind what it is that you want. Really believe. Believe in what it is that you want. See it, visualize it, picture it. And what you want is what you'll get. What you'll want is what you get. Those who say they can and those who say they can't. Those who think they can and those who think they can't are both usually right. And that's more true than you know. Those who think they can and those who think they can't are always right. So my brothers and sisters, what I'm telling you to do today, start to follow what you desire. Start to follow what you love. Start to do. And start to achieve what you want to achieve. Focus on that. Focus on that end game. Focus on that vision. And you will get it. I am the Millennial Mindset Mentor.